Hi, thanks for joining us today. We're here today with Marilyn Popek. She has been an advocate with CASA of Denton County for 3.5 years now. And during her tenure here, she has touched in some way 26 or more cases in that 3.5 years. And we just wanted to take a few minutes to talk to her today and get some feedback from her to share with our community. Marilyn told me a long time ago when she first started that if she had discovered us years ago, she might have changed her whole profession, because this is kind of her calling, and her work along with us for the last 3.5 years has demonstrated that. So tell a little bit about what your work as an advocate involves. Like, what are some of the things you do on a regular basis?
Okay. My main job is to look out for the best interest of the child. That's what I have to keep focused on in every time I'm working with this on a case. My job is to be sure the child is getting adequate care in the foster home. If he's in school, that he's getting whatever he needs for his schooling. Also, we report to the judge periodically on how the child is doing. The main thing I see about being an advocate is we're the ones who really know the big picture of what's going on with this child. And we're with him from the beginning to the end. Often there are 3 or 4 caseworkers over a year, 2-year period. But CASA is there from the beginning to the end, and that gives the child security.
So what do you wish that other people in our community knew about CASA?
I wish they knew what a need there was for CASA workers. Especially with COVID, we're having a time when children have been locked in their homes with parents who are doing drugs or the children are being abused. Now they're coming out into the world because the COVID pandemic is slowing down a little bit. So we're seeing in the schools and just in public the abuse that these children are having. Thus, we have more children coming into CPS care, which means we need more CASA advocates in order to watch after these children.
Good. You don't have a CASA shirt on today, and neither do I. But if you're out in the community and people find out that you are with CASA, what do they say to you?
Usually they say, what a great organization, what a great job you're doing, but they add, I could never do that. And I'm like, well, why couldn't you do that? It would be too heartbreaking. What they don't understand is it's not heartbreaking. It's sad, often, because the children are in great need. But stop and think about what would happen if we weren't there for these children. They might continue not getting the service that they need. So I tell them, it's not heartbreaking, it's fulfilling.
What would you tell someone who is thinking about supporting CASA of Denton County?
First thing I would say, volunteer, or at least check into it. If you had even the slightest bit interest in serving your community and caring about future generations, check into being a CASA advocate. You can go online to the CASA website and check it out. Sign up for an orientation. If you like it, carry on. Remember that you can do as much or as little with CASA as an advocate. You always have great supervisors who will lead you and give you all the support you need. So first of all, be a volunteer. If you're not in a position to be a volunteer, help us financially, because we, like all nonprofits, we're losing support because times are tough, but we need people to continue to help us out financially.
Awesome. Okay, Marilyn, I really just have one more question for you. Can you tell our audience about a time where you feel that your work as an advocate made an impact in the life of a child?
That's hard because I really feel like CASA makes an impact on a child in every case. Sometimes more than others. I had this one child who I became really close with, and even though he had others supporting him during his case, he opened up to me that things were not quite right, and of some needs that he had, I was able to make changes that helped him. And I guess the only regret I have is that I know this little guy is going to grow up to be a fantastic adult, and yet I'll never know, but I do know that I impacted his life forever.
Thank you, Marilyn, for joining us today. And for those of you watching, North Texas Giving Day is coming up on September 17th. We would love for you to donate to CASA of Denton County and schedule your donation ahead of time. we definitely feel that our organization is making strides in bettering children's situations in our community. Thank you.